Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Hi, my name is Kay. To all you who are new here and this is your first time seeing my face, I just want to give you guys a brief summary on what this channel is about. This channel is for anybody who is hoping to change, who has been praying to change, who wants to change for Jesus Christ. Through my dreams, through my testimony, and through the messages that the Lord gives me, the purpose of this channel is to help you change for Jesus Christ, for Jesus Christ. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, go ahead and click that subscribe button, and don't forget to click the bell so that way you don't miss out on any of my future videos. I'm sorry guys if it's a little loud in here because my air conditioning is like new, so it's pretty loud, so I hope that's not too loud for you guys. But as you guys can read from that title, today we will be talking about the women. God has a message for the women. As well as I want to go ahead and let you guys know in the description, if you guys want to make any extra money, that'll be in the description below. But without further ado, I just want to do a quick prayer, and after that we're going to get into the dream that the Lord has given me. Most High God, I come to you in Jesus' name. I ask that, you know, the message that you have for the women today, the message that you have for everybody who is hearing the sound of my voice right now, I pray that they receive it. I pray that, you know, the women that you are calling up, that you are raising up, the young women that you are raising up, I pray that they stand firm in you. I pray that they be ready for what is to come, and no matter what challenges come their way, I pray that they don't give up. I pray that they stand firm, they be mighty, and they be strong, Most High God. I pray that they be close to you. I pray that they fear you and they love you with all their heart. I pray that they put you above all things, Most High God. I pray that if I say anything that is not of you, anything that you did not want me to say, I pray that it be removed from their minds, from their memories, Most High God. But if I say anything that is of you, Most High God, I pray that it sticks with them. I pray they do not forget it. I pray that they always remember your words, what you want them to know, Most High God. But in Jesus Christ's name, I pray these things. Amen. Okay guys, so I just want to very quickly go ahead and tell you guys this wonderful dream. Okay, so in the dream, I was in the hall and I was wearing businessy attire, and I was waiting to be able to speak with these parents. So I was like in a school. It looked like it was a school setting, and I'm hearing these parents and I'm seeing them in the spirit. They're all inside of one room, and there's parents sitting with the board of the school district or school or whatever. But the board of the school was letting them know, you know, we have a teacher we want you to meet and things like that. And so the parents were like, no, is she young? We're tired of, you know, we're tired of young people. We're tired of the young teachers that you guys, you know, have. You know, we're tired of it. Like, we don't want to hear anything else from anybody young. So the teachers, or not the teachers, but the board of the school, we're just pretty much like letting them know it doesn't matter about the age. Like, they're like, I'm trying to let you know that this person like really knows what she's talking about. I know any mistakes that we might have made before, but like this one is this one is it, you know what I'm saying? And they're like, yeah, but I don't want, you know, if she's young, I don't even want to meet her. We don't want any more young people teaching our kids. Like, we don't want any more young people teaching our kids. Okay, so long story short, in the dream, after all the yelling, because I was standing in the hallway and I can hear the parents yelling, I'm making myself ready. I'm getting myself ready to meet them. But eventually they did not want to meet regardless of what the school board was saying. And so they ended up, you know, walking out of the room. And regardless of what the school board had said, regardless of what the parents were saying about me, all the yelling that I was hearing, I still went up to them to introduce myself. And as soon as they saw me, they were like, see, no. And it was an older woman. And she was like, see, no, like, she's young. Exactly. I don't want you. I don't want these young people teaching my kids. I don't want but nobody young teaching my kids. They don't know what they're talking about, And the school board looked at me in the eyes and they were like, don't worry about it. And they ended up just like calling a meeting with all of us. By all of us, there was actually a whole bunch of other women that were dressed businessy just like I was. There was a whole bunch of young women as well who were teachers as well. And we all walking through the hall into this big multi-purpose room. And as we walked into the hall into the big multi-purpose room, I was looking at the women as we were all taking our seats to sit down for this meeting. And I was just looking at like how really young these women are. These women were very, very young. And yeah, definitely they're getting ready. It seemed like, some of them, to me in the dream, they had like, oh, hey, you sit next to me, like they were close, like, kind of remind you of like how young they are, like, high school friends, like I want you to sit next to me, like that's what was going on in the dream. And so I was just standing and looking at that. And then a little bit after, I woke up. Okay, and so what is the Lord saying with this dream? Okay, so first of all, in the dream, God is saying just how I was getting ready in the dream. I was making myself ready. He is getting ready. I'm getting ready to meet the world. These women, God's women that He has raised up, we are getting ready to meet the world. We are not quite ready yet. We are not perfect, yet. But He's making us ready. That is for sure. So with that being said, also in the dream, how loud the parents were talking, and they were just like, we're done with your teachers. We're done with with them. They're too young. They can't do anything. That is just like a representation of teachers that has came before the teachers that He is raising up. Okay, there are some young teachers that's right now that may be young, that are not doing what they should be doing. They're not really coming from God. Maybe they might be, more worried about money or fame or whatever it may be. But, at this point, older people don't feel as comfortable with those teachers before, and they feel like it had a lot to do with their age. But God is not a respecter of persons and things like that. God literally goes off of our heart. And so therefore, if you have a heart for Him, man or woman, might I add, old or young, he can use you. Okay, and so that's what was happening. There's a lot of older people as well. In that dream is a sign of the older people that were angry about it. It's a sign of we will be rejected by many, especially older people. We will be rejected by them. But that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. The boldness that I had, and I went up to the woman to still introduce myself, that shows that we will be bold. We will be bold women of God. It doesn't matter. We will be standing firm, and we will know what we're talking about, just like the board said. Just like the board was telling the parents, we will know what we are talking about. We are different than the others. God is raising up serious women of God, like warriors of God, like women who fear Him and love Him and are about business. Okay, that's why we are in our business attire in the dream. We are about business. Okay, but like I said, also in the dream, we were very young, and just the little actions of the women in the dream, you can just see that we are young, and he's getting us ready. We are not all made manifest and pushed out to the world yet, but there is there is a rising of the young prophetess, teachers, strong, mighty women of God. God is making them ready now in this hour. Okay. And so, yeah, that is just so beautiful. That is just so beautiful to me, to know that, he's not looking at, our age. It's something about the young woman. And I feel like in America right now, that's where it's going to be taking place, because that's what I'm seeing. It's something about a young woman that is gonna help. A lot of times we always, think just men are the only teachers, men are the only ones who can be used. But let us not forget about the book of Judges, chapter 4, Deborah. Okay, let us not forget about the prophetess Deborah, and how mighty she was. She was judging many where she was, and she sent for the man, what was his name? Barak. Okay, and I'm just like, just summing it up how I can remember it. She sent for him, and he was a man of war, and God called him to get 10,000 men to go to war with King Sisera, and he didn't want to do it because. Or he didn't want to do it unless she went with him. And mind you, she was a mighty woman of God. She was a prophetess. And she told him, I will go with you. But if I go with you, just because of your request, be assured that God is going to give Sisera into the hands of a woman. Okay. And they went, and that's exactly what God did. God gave Sisera into the hands of a woman. And if y'all don't know that story, I suggest you go and read it. It is Judges chapter 4, and you see how that woman handled Sisera. Okay. She didn't go lightly on him, and that just is another reason to show that, women are strong too. And so don't ever feel like just because you are a woman, you can't do this. You're not worthy of this. You're not capable of this, because with Jesus Christ, through Jesus Christ, all things are possible, sister. All things are possible, girl, So you're going to be all right. God has you, and God is raising you up. And he's not rushing the process. He is definitely taking his time and making sure that we're going to know exactly what we need to know and be doing exactly what we need to do when he raises us up. The rejection that we're going to face, he's going to make us ready for it. The rejection that we're going to face is not going to bother us, not one bit, because we know that we're about our business. We know what we're supposed to be doing. We're strong with God. We're strong in our calling, and so that's what he wants you guys to know. Also, I have just a few scriptures that I want to read to you guys, just some words of encouragement for the women that are coming up in this. So the first one is going to be Galatians chapter 3, verse 28. There is neither Jew nor Greek, there is neither bond nor free, there is neither male nor female, for ye are all one in Jesus Christ, or in Christ Jesus. So God is letting he's not a respecter of person. Like, he's not the type of person or he's not the type of God who, just because you're a woman, he won't use you. Just because you're young, he won't use you. Or just because you're old, he won't use you. Or just because you're a man, he won't use you. That's not how God works. Like, if you have his spirit, you can be used. Okay, you are just as strong as the man of God, and so regardless of if when you first get out there, people don't receive you, people do not receive you because of your age or because you're a woman, don't let that stop you. You know what you're here for. You know what God is calling you to do. It's time to do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about that. Be strong, be encouraged, And sometimes you gotta encourage yourself, okay? Sometimes you gotta encourage yourself. Like for me, when I have very stressful days, if I'm feeling down, there's no one on this earth that can encourage me. Like when I go and read my Bible, I get my mind back in order. I encourage myself by going to God, and that's the best way to do it. When you feel discouraged, don't walk away. Don't give up. Go to God. He's your strength, okay? Okay, so let's see. And then another one I have for you guys. Okay, so this one is Luke 10, verse 16. Whoever listens to you listens to me. Whoever rejects you rejects me. But whoever rejects me rejects he who sent me. So keep in mind, okay, don't feel discouraged when people are rejecting you and upset with you. They're not, you know what I'm saying? Don't even make it about you. Don't look at, oh, it's me because I'm a woman, and because, no, they don't want to hear God. Because if somebody really wants to hear God, if somebody really knows God, if somebody really wants to receive God, it doesn't matter what form you came in. It doesn't matter if you came in a diaper, okay? Honestly, if you sincerely have wisdom and you really are teaching and saying the truth, okay, if you're really coming from God, they are going to receive God, okay? And so people who do not want to receive you, just be blessed that God used you to at least plant a seed. Feel blessed about that. But don't let it, discourage you. You get up and you handle your business and you go and you do works. You do God's works. Because at the end of the day, remember, keep in mind, you are blessed, okay? You are blessed, okay? Anybody who is doing the work of the Lord on earth, okay, there is great and beautiful treasures stored away for you in heaven. And don't let anybody discourage you and keep you from doing any of that, okay? I don't care where you go, okay? Stay strong. Know that God is with you no matter who you are and where you are. He is with you. And if God is with you, who can be against you? It really doesn't matter about what anybody else thinks. You know what I'm saying? You got God. You got the Creator on your side, Okay, so let me go to another one. Okay, and this one is John 15, 18. If the world hates you, keep in mind the world hated me first, okay? And so that's like still on what I was just saying. Like don't be discouraged. Be strong, okay? If the world is hating you, feel honored about that. Because they hated Jesus Christ. They hated your Father. You know why? The world only loves who is of the world. The world does not love what is not of the world, okay? And so feel blessed, feel encouraged, feel, just honored, that you are not of the world, that the world hates you because you're not of the world, okay? You have come out of it. You're closer to God. You're of God. That's why the world hates Jesus, okay? The world hates Jesus. And if they hate Jesus, then they also hate who is of Jesus, who is rocking with Jesus. So be blessed. You got the same kind of experience that your God has. That lets you know that you are not alone. Don't give up. Don't give up. You are not alone. Your God knows what you are going through. He's experienced it. He can relate to you. And so if you feel like days are down and you feel a little bit stressed out and you feel a little overwhelmed from what you may have to go through in this walk, and when it's time for you to go out there and be shown to the world and do works for that you're called here to do, go to God. Go to God and get that strength back. You know what I'm saying? Go to Him. Get in His Word. Talk to Him. Whatever you have to do, because He can relate. He knows what you're feeling. You are not alone. Okay? Okay, and so I have one more. I think I have one more, guys. Okay, and it says, this one is Romans 15, verse 13. And it says, may the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in Him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. Okay, so guys, okay, you hear what he's saying. Like, be encouraged, okay? Be encouraged. Just seriously, like, I want you guys to really understand that you know, what you are doing is a great thing. It's going to help many. It's going to deliver many. And you're doing this with the creator of heaven and earth. The creator of all things is on your side, okay? He is your peace. He is your joy, and find joy in it. Like, find joy in it no matter what. This is why one thing that we should be praying for is understanding, spiritual understanding, knowledge, and wisdom. Okay, and another thing, love, 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 even of those who hate us, even of those people who are our enemies, who don't receive. Ask for spiritual understanding of these things. Know that it's not that person, it's not those people, it is the enemy within them, because this world is spiritual before anything. Okay, so be encouraged, be strong, and stay close to God, because you are blessed. Like, this is literally to do works, to even be rejected for Most High God, for the Most High God. That is a blessing, okay? That is a blessing, to face humility for the Most High God, okay? And remain humble. In that dream, I remained humble. Even though those people did not want to see me, didn't even want to hear my voice and see my face, I still was strong enough to walk up to them and introduce myself. But when they reacted and yelled in my face, and I did not retaliate. You know what I'm saying? I did not do anything of the sort. In fact, I just went to this meeting. I went to the meeting along with all the other, women of God that he is raising up. We went to the meeting, and nobody was, I was not discouraged. Although, and I almost left this out, there was a woman in the dream who did not seem happy, and I was trying to make her feel better. Be encouraged, okay? Be encouraged. Don't let whatever you face keep you down, okay? Don't let it keep you down, guys. Be happy, okay? And if you're not, I want you guys to get into the word, because what you're about to do is great. What you're about to do is mighty, and you are capable of doing it. No matter what the world may see you as, no matter what the world may say about you, you are called to do this because you are capable to do this. There was no better person fit for the job but you to do what you are called to do. And that's why you're here to do it, And so let me just do a quick prayer out, you guys, and I'll let you guys go and be about your business. So Most High God, we come to you right now in Jesus' name. I just pray that everyone who heard this message, I pray that they receive what you are saying. I pray that they receive what you are saying to them, Most High God. The women that you are raising up, the prophetess, the teachers, the strong and mighty women of God who you are raising up, I pray that they just be encouraged. I pray that they be so close to you. I pray that they just press in and I pray that they pray for wisdom and understanding and love and just patience and humbleness and meekness and strength to overcome all the temptations and the problems that or the situations that may come against them. No, you're not saying that this is going to be easy, but what you are saying is they can do it. They can do it, Most High God. And I just pray that you give them that strength, and bless them with finding that strength within them, Most High God. And in Jesus Christ's name, I pray these things. Amen. Okay. So, yes, guys, I hope that you guys receive that message. And I pray that, the women who are coming up, y'all do y'all thing. I'm happy to hear that and know that God is raising us up to do great and mighty things. It's a beautiful thing, really. But I'll let you guys go and get back to your day. Have a good one, guys.